Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. In this episode, I'll cover a combination of both Fierce Mid levels and levels I find online, primarily the former. So I'll begin with this stage, Electronic Tower by Neo Cutman, with 38 plays and a score of 11. Like previously, I'm using the same mod developed by Radwin Fuad and Lozoff. The primary gimmick here is don't press the red switches. These are some neat gimmick uses. I rarely see them utilized like this. Couldn't recover that. So far, this stage is tickling my fancy. We had the choice of either dealing with the triple cannons or the sniper joes. I should have gone with the sniper joes instead. The E-tank would have been more handy. Too high. To be quite frank, I'm not sure why the stage is called Electronic Tower. It mostly deals with gravity doors, switches, and lasers. So it can telefrag me. This stage is doing an awesome job utilizing the gravity doors. So the solution all along was to only hit one switch at a time. Outside the stumbling block at the end, I really enjoyed this stage. At the very least, it was a decent exploration into the use of gravity doors and associated switches. I will note that the ending sequence, aka climax, could have been designed better. Nonetheless, it gets enough vote. Second up is Mega Saga Refinery by Jedox74, with 10 plays and a score of 0. Like most of Jedox levels, we started with a full arsenal of special weapons, and if I understand it correctly, this is a redux of an earlier Mega Saga level. So we are forced to use a pile driver here. Or the rush jet. I thought those blocks were necessary. That's why I didn't speed up. A little bit awkward to face him in this arena, but not too bad. Can I reach you with the power adapter? No, I can't. I'm forced to use this. And there are the magma beams. For a stage called Refinery, I was waiting for these to show up. With the checkpoint so close by, I'll now go for the M&E tank. Well, couldn't save myself there. It's too far to make it across with a normal jump. I think you can make it, but it's a tighter one. I can't recall how the original level was designed, but this feels fun. Suspicious hallway is suspicious. Is the firewall going to rise soon? If I want to do it Buster only, yeah, I need all of them. But with special weapons and utilities, only one's necessary. Even 0 if I'm good with the rush yet. Oh no, double ring man. Perfect way to end the stage. It was an okay to decent one. Likely an improvement over the first version. Third up is Dark Space Angel version 2 by KXI with 11 plays and a score -3. When I first saw I couldn't double jump here, I got a bit worried. Now is this going to be more of a shmup level or an obstacle course? What's up here? Alright, that worked. I'm going to assume it is, it's an alternate pathway. Sadly, damage boosting doesn't really work that well when I have this on. I sure hope I didn't skip a checkpoint by doing this. That's what I was worried was gonna happen. I should've just swapped off of it. Now let's see what's behind here. An E-tank. No checkpoint, however. This time I'm playing a bit more risky. I can already see why this stage got a negative score. Nonetheless, this stage had a better difficulty curve compared to the previous stage by this developer. And there are no life pickups in the stage itself. You have to rely on random drops. So you gotta make the E-tank count. This will be edited down in post. It's currently the hardest level this episode. Well, that's different. I didn't think you'd use shield attackers in this configuration. Alright, made it this time. I actually made it up to this time, but ended up dying to Force Beam because of button input restoration issues. Even then, this stage is on the harder side. I can definitely see why I got a negative score. Which makes me doubly surprised I was able to defeat the boss in one go. I liked it more than the previous stage by KXI. I'd only recommend this stage to some inexperienced Mega Man Maker players. Forward up is Stadium Panic Crazy Gallery by Claud, with 139 plays and a score of 59. The previous stage will be heavily edited down in post. In total, I died almost 20 times there. It's stages like those where I wish the Megamix engine was more heavily utilized. Is there anything down there? I'm a bit suspicious. No. The placement of those pickups was suspicious to me. Almost as if they were signaling there was an alternate path down there. After all, it doesn't fade to black. I could have gotten that anyway by using the Mega Ball on the bottom pad. and now the pit fades to black. There's a bit of a consistency issue going on. That pit I fell into earlier, that should fade to black too. I see you up there, but I need a braking weapon. Either I missed it or it's somewhere ahead. It was a former den. Oh well, it was probably for an extra ERM tank. Bombman in this arena is kind of annoying to fight. Otherwise, this was an okay stage at best. For me, it wasn't remarkable, it simply existed. Fifth up is Ocean Cape Turbulent Waters by Oantis, with 114 plays and a score of 48. It's assuming we already know how the jar blocks work, so I'll be treating this more as a fortress stage. I got unlucky with RNG over there. For that, I went too fast. Again. I only need to wait for a few more milliseconds. Fairly generous checkpoint placement too, only 3 to 4 screens apart. You don't need to be this generous. It's not like the stage is that difficult. I know I died several times in the stage, but those are all due to my fault. If I adopted a slower, more careful playstyle, I probably would have died only once here. Meanwhile, that was extraordinarily lucky. I usually don't get two large pickups stacked on top of each other. Should have known. I always get extremely wary when there are spikes nearby under the ceiling, especially when underwater. Overall, it was an okay to decent stage. The main thing I liked about it was its aesthetics. Next up is Astro Boy NES Stage 2 by Oscar with 30 plays and a score of 10. Is there anything to the left? Nope, just a dead pit. Wait, no, I have rushed yet. I knew there'd be something here. And further left is just open sea. I never played Astro Boy for the NES, so I can't validate how faithful this is to the original game. I knew it. How much you like this stage is directly based on how much you like the original game, and how much you remember of it. 7th up is Fun Factory 3H by Brickman, with 43 plays and a score of 13. Does the 3H mean that this stage was made under 3 hours? Moreover, I didn't realize you can mix and match the colors of the totem poles. This being placed here was fairly obvious anyways. Sadly, they don't drop pickups. Interesting, I haven't seen a stage use this gimmick yet. One where you have to move the head using the conveyor belt. It's not like the boss is gonna be that difficult anyways. Overall, this was an okay to decent level. However, I wish the conveyor belt and totem pole interactions can be explored further in a future stage. Those were the highlights of the level for me. It gets an upvote. 8 up is Frozen Stars by Robotlinks, with 27 plays and a score of 7. You can rather easily bypass most of the enemies here, thanks to base's superior mobility. That was my bad. Now, if I had to go to this stage with Mega Man or Proto Man, then these challenges would be more of an actual challenge. It almost feels like this stage was built for speedrunning. With proper use of the wheel cutter and pile driver, you can easily break it. This stage just existed. The main fun comes from speedrunning it. 9th up is Destroy the Base and Rendezvous with Bubble Man by Pasta Man64 with 30 plays and a score of 5. Aw, I was hoping the pacifist section would last for longer. Quickly getting to the meat of this stage, chaining together both of these abilities. With the current state of the mod, it looks like Classic and X are tag teaming through this stage. Easy come, easy go. Compared with the previous stage, this is definitely more exciting. Based on the title, I thought this was going to be more of a jokey stage, but no, it was competently put together. From start to finish, it was decent. I'd like to see more challenges involving both of these weapons, perhaps adding the pile driver into the fray. Tenth up is Deforestation Sensation by King Mii with 38 plays and a score of 6. I didn't expect to hear music from Metal Slug in this mod. First introduced in safer environments, and now more difficult ones. I wanted that. Should have used that earlier. Ow. Didn't pay enough attention to my health. The easier way to get that. Or just use Rush Coil. The last one of the stage. I'm dead. Attempt number 2 at this. This time doing it the easier way. If I was better, I could do it without the use of this. It seems feasible. In summary, this was the second or third toughest level of the episode. This was an okay to decent one for me. Good if you want a more challenging experience, especially if you decide to hold off from freezing the firewalls. 11th up is MKLab01 Flash Stopper version 2 by Meka, with 49 plays and a score of 5. This room was easier than its predecessors. Aha, I see what I need to do here. Clever. So I have to hit the reset switch. Now I can reach up here. Not quite close enough. I'm liking what this and the first stage did with these gravity doors. Though I'd probably reorder some of the rooms. Attempted to do a tap jump over there, but you know what happened. Don't worry, most of the deaths will be edited out in post. I accidentally swapped off of it. And now there's another problem, I have to time it correctly. But the timings of the Sparkman platform and the jar block are different. This may take a few attempts. Or just one more attempt. Wasn't I supposed to fall into a bottomless pit there? A pretty fun stage involving the use of the flash stopper. Designed for a slightly more experienced audience. It gets a thumbs up for me, likely going to be an honorable mention. 12th up is Welcome to the Jungle by King Bowser, with 31 plays and a score of 9. Only get 3 choices for this level. Let's give Proto Man some time in the limelight. and where the two pathways link up with each other. I'll show off the alternate pathway once I'm done with the stage. I have a hunch what the boss's weakness is then. This was an okay level that could have done with more exploration into its central gimmick, those being the springs. If I were to be more generous, I'd mark this as being a decent stage. It has a solid framework, it simply needs some expansion. Where the pathways link up with each other. 13th up is Random Electric Sheep Invades Local Clock Tower by 8JKN4 with 44 plays and a score of 3. Now I can see why they had this the skull barrier. That Cersei would have been handy there. Whoops, I accidentally slid right under that. I'm presuming this is the ending sequence, or close to it. And thank you for color coding the directions of the cogs. Yellow's left, red is right. And that's an example of a better ending sequence. It's not the best ending sequence, but one of the better ones in this episode. So many levels fail to make a proper ending sequence / climax. Overall, this was an okay to decent level. It gets my upvote. 14th up is Megamania Doc Robot Junk Disposal Center by Protoman 1987 with 14 plays and a score of 5. Let's do this with Protoman. This is actually a Veersmith level that was submitted somewhat late. So far, I'm liking this fortress-oriented stage. I thought that led to a different area. Eduardo has used this gimmick a few times before. Typically, it involves either Stone Man or Heart Man. Now imagine if this gimmick was combined with Meka Stage. Checkpoint density and difficulty progression are on the better side, and this level is properly using its gimmicks. I'd already mark this as being a decent stage at the very least, perhaps even almost good. It's one of Eduardo's better offerings. It's nice to view how far Eduardo has progressed from the first stage, which was kind of a mess. I highly advise they partake in Magma 4 in the future, when it opens up. This would be a good candidate for a Wily Fortress stage, likely a 1 or 3. Currently my favorite level of the episode. Now it's time to check out levels from the most popular queue. Starting out with Boss Fight Idea Crumbling Floor by ElecGus with 103 plays and a score of 48. Well, that's neat. I didn't realize you can lower them by using the punch blocks. I wouldn't mind seeing this as a boss arena in an actual level. It gets an upvote. Sixteenth up is Metallic Towers by PocketLuna with 93 plays and a score of 38. 93 plays and a score of 38. Compared to the usual fare we see on the most popular queue, this isn't that bad. It looks somewhat interesting. I'm gonna have to play through it again to see the right route. And that's the end of the left route. This time taking the right end. The fact that this stage has two major routes is another plus for me. This would have been an honorable mention of this episode had the tower climbing sections been more developed. As of right now, it's an okay to decent entry. It gets my upvote. 17th up is Missile Command by SuperCartorro with 32 plays and a score of 8. The shockwave deals more damage than the actual missile. Now if only this engine had doors that forced us to destroy all enemies before proceeding onwards. Otherwise you can walk past most of this section. I'm deliberately destroying all the enemies just for a challenge. A simpler special weapon-oriented stage. Now this is the hard part. I got myself trapped there. If I didn't take one extra hit at the beginning, I could have made it. A neat starting point for a stage, but for me, I wish it was tougher. I recommend a stage to lesser experienced players. It's a nice stepping stone. 18th up is Wily Airship by Not a Duck, with 60 plays and a score of 21. Never heard this track from the mod yet. Close one. That's one way to prevent a triple hit bug. Does it always lock onto the correct one? No. Sure, let's walk into all the explosions. Could this be the end? It is. This level simply existed for me. "19th up is The Tower by Tela-Vision, with 119 plays and a score of 48. Not worth it. I want to keep the key. One of the situations where I actually want him to stay put and magnetize me. Suddenly, firewall. That's it. I was hoping for a climactic battle against the boss up here. It felt like the escape sequence was building up to something. It's not too bad, I was just hoping for something else. In summary, out of the 19 levels I played in this episode, my favorite one was Megamania Doc Robot Junk Disposal Center by Eduardo, with 2 honorable mentions going to Fun Factory Tree H by Brickman and Mach 101 Flash Stopper version 2 by Meka. So in the next episode, I'll be covering another level pack. And for all of you watching, I will resume live streaming on May 30th. Well then, thanks for watching and have a nice day.